Hello, students. Very good evening, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Anyone is there from my programming class again? Making lamai putta katusana banda programming class එකේ ඉඳලා making lamai. Anyone is there from my programming class also? Right. Okay. Okay. No problem. Just to see. That's fine. Okay. Right. Nice. Cool. We will start. 1 minute. Like let everybody join in. ගිය සති නම් 100 ගණක් හිටියා. අද 60 ගණක් ඉන්නවා මම හිතන්නේ තව join වෙයි කියලා. තක්ෂලා මිස් ඉන්නව නේද? Okay, good evening, lamai. Right, api patang amo. Right, we will start the class. Arambapam class nanga. Right, so I hope my screen is visible to you. Last week we started about video editing. There is a small part that we have to finish at the beginning, introduction part.
நான் தோலோடயா
Yes, sir.
தோலோட சாப்பிடலாமா
Mic off, please. Okay. Otherwise, everybody will know what you're enjoying for your dinner and everything. So please keep your microphone turned off. Right. So. Attendance is there, neither. So if you open up, it will come, right? It's already there at the bottom bar. It's there. Please check. Right. Let's get going with this. Right. Editing one. Right. Feel free to talk, students. Right. So we will go quickly and we'll try to understand the basics. Then we will start learning this one. Right. Now here you should understand one thing. Now I will teach you Adobe Premiere. Okay. Now I have installed the software with me. I will teach you Adobe Premiere for you. Yes. Yes.
screen share ආගදලේ
අනිත් ළමයිට ස්ක්‍රීන් එක පේනවද?
Sir.
පේනවා.
ஸ்க்ரீன் එක පේනව නේද ළමයි? உங்களுக்கு வந்து விளங்குது இல்ல? கொஞ்சம் பாருங்க, டப் பண்ணி கொள்ளுங்க. මොහොමඩ් அப்படின்னு இருக்கும்.
No, sir.
ஸ்கேன் ஸ்க்ரீன் පේනවනේ. පොඩ්ඩයි நம்ம ஸ்டாப் කරලා ආයෙ ෂෙයා කරන්න. நான் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி ஷேர் பண்றேன். அப்ப வரும் உங்களுக்கு. Stop sharing. Let me share that once again. Okay. Hope you can see now. Can you see? Right.
Okay.
Okay. Now listen here. In this one, there is a software that we're going to learn mainly, which is going to be Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay. So those who are going to use computer and going to do the editing, you can enjoy the powerfulness of a computer actually. And because computers are compared to a phone, it's very powerful and you can do editing nicely using Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm using the software. Okay. And last week I gave you the link where you can download the software as well. Hope you would have downloaded and installed it. I will check how many of you have installed that later. Anyways, understanding the concepts also very important because there are some parts are there like the concepts or the theory parts which you can actually use the Premiere software to apply and see. For example, now here you can see there is a presentation I have created. Here you can see there is a presentation. This will come in future. There is a essential types of cuts are there. There are different types of cuts that you'll do. I have created this one like these jump cuts, right? Standard shots, L cut, J cut. There are different types of cuts are there. So where to use this one, how to use this one, you will understand if you understand the concepts. So let's try to understand that one as well. And no hurry, we will nicely understand this one, right? So please understand again, roughly approximately 16 hours are there for us. That is more than enough for us to nicely do the work. I will just don't brag the course or brag the lesson just for the sake of covering 16 hours. Okay. Sometimes it might be finishing less than 16 hours, but I'm pretty much sure it won't go around 20 hours,
Excuse me,
right?
sir.
Yes. Yeah, tell me, go ahead. You said, excuse me, then now speak up. Tell me, Buddha. Who said, excuse me, sir? Right. Okay. Right. So 16 hours will be fine. Now watch. So what is the video editing app name? Adobe Premiere Pro we're going to use, right? So I think new students are also again available here. Premiere Pro and phone. Those who are editing software in phone, you can use. I will recommend the software CapCut. Okay, CapCut is a very popular software for Android. I think for Apple also it is available. I'm not very much sure, but CapCut is a superb software that you can do a lot of editing. You can use those things to do. All right. Right. As very kind and a very polite reminder, everybody please keep your microphones muted. So you will be helping everyone, right? So you don't have to again and again and again tell me in Tamil, tell me in Tamil, tell me in Tamil. Whenever necessary, I will speak in Tamil a little bit. Okay. Takshila miss අපි එහෙම නේද කරන්නේ? දිගටම Tamil වලින් සිංහලෙන් කරන්න අමාරු නේද? මේ Takshila miss ඔයා ඉන්නවද? Takshila miss ඉන්නවද? All right. Okay. Tamil நான் தேவைப்பட்ட இடத்துல கொஞ்சம் சொல்லித்தரேன். Right. Okay. Papom. Right. We will start the lesson. I was nothing teaching now. Right. So just I was reminding what it is. Okay. Right. Let's go. Last week we learned what is video editing. Right. In a nutshell. Right. In a nutshell, video editing means, you know, we have to understand there are three things happening in a production work. In a production pipeline, it's a big pipeline. There are three things: pre-production, production, and post-production. Okay. So
Excuse me, sir.
tell me, Bandara,
Sir.
Kiana Bandara. Yes.
Have we a Tamil
Yes.
language course, sir?
Tamil language course.
Yes, sir.
කවුද තක්ෂිමස් මේ ඔය ඉන්නවද ආන්සර් කරන්න ප්ලීස් අය ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් අහනවා දෙමළ කෝස් එකක් තියෙනවා. It's a good suggestion. How many of you are willing to learn? You are willing to learn? බණ්ඩාරා කැමතිද දෙමළ ඉගෙන ගන්න?
Yes, sir.
එහෙනම් මට තමයි උගන්වන්න වෙන්නේ. සිංහලත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න බෑ නේද?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was I learned about the Tamil for
ඉක්මනට කියන්න
O-levels,
බදා.
but then after that I give up that language, sir. So I'm interested in to study Tamil also, sir.
Okay. I will talk to them and I will try to arrange that one. Definitely, I will bring this to the attention of the people who are organizing this. Okay. For now, we have
Okay, sir.
done. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So there are three things. One is pre-production, production, and post-production. Pre-production means everything that happens before the shooting of the movie. I'm talking about movie production, or it could be a short movie, or it could be even if you are shooting something like what we have, like a cooking channel. Even in that one, we have something called the pre-production. Okay, before the things, arrangements, everything happens before the shoot. For example, the artist is there, actor is there, actress is there, your crew is there. You're adding the, let's say there's a makeup artist is there, the costume design is there, right? Director of photography is there. All these kind of things are there, have to take place before the shoot. Actually, the camera switch on, the director will say action, then before you saying action, they will say lights, camera, then they'll sounds, then they'll say action, right? So before that action is said, or things have to happen, that is coming under pre-production. Okay. Then during production, mainly what happens is shooting. On spot shooting happens, right? So using a camera, different types of cameras are there. You can do a short movie using even a phone, right? So because these days superb cameras are there in the phone, you can use the shoot. You can use the camera phone to do the shooting as well, right? And when you come to the post-production is the one after you have finished, done the shooting. Things that is happening is what is coming in the post-production. Please remember, post-production is not only editing. Not only editing happens, there are other things also taking place in post-production. Like last week, I told you something called FOLE. FOLE means sound production, dubbing, right? Color correction. Then you have to do the editing. Editing is one of the major thing. Okay. And I want all of you to remember, you know, who is a director in a movie, right? Director is the main person who is in a movie. He runs the entire show, you know. Under the director only, all the other people, the team, crew, everyone will be working. So you need to understand the editor of a movie, or if you are an editor is known as the second director. Please remember this one. So you can completely make the movie a hit, or you can make it, or you can ruin the movie. Okay, so make sure that you become a good storyteller, or you become a very good editor. So you know what types of effects and what type of cuts, what type of transitions, and what type of features of the software that you should use in your editing work, you should properly understand. Right. Okay. I think the voice is now clear. Is the voice is not clear? Comments are coming. Voice is clear. Okay, right. Let's continue. So I just wanted to tell you this information. That's all. Right. So video editing is going on. So this is what I told you last week, right? I'm just checking whether did I miss anything. Editing is usually considered to be the part of the post-production. Okay, right. Right now you can see here, I'm not going to spend too much of time. In 2007, like, which is a little bit quite old, I just wanted to show a little bit of the history. So those days, what type of equipments that they have used to do the editing work. Okay, so it's not very important for us. So just take a look at this video editing studio in 2007, like, right? Okay. Then this is another video mixing console like thing. You can see video editing studio. It's another one. Right, so these are dedicated hardware you can see here. So these kind of like from one shot to another shot, transitions and things like that. Even I haven't worked on any of these things, I'm sorry. So software only I know how to use this one. So but this is in, if you take a broadcasting or telecasting corporations like Rupani Corporation and all, they will be having things like this. Right, then there are types of editing available. So I don't want to again waste too much of time on this one. Type of editing, if you take, though once the province of expensive machine called video editors, video editing software is now available for personal computers and workstations. Video editing includes cutting segments, trimming. Okay, I just read this one so I can tell you what it is. So we're going to use by editing, what we basically say is, right, let me have this software here. Right, okay. Now, if you come here, there is an option called linear editing. Linear means one after the other, really orderly only we'll be doing that, right? So starting here, going all the way up here. Let's assume you have captured your video in a camcorder, something like, okay, you have something like this kind of a, those days we call this one as a deck piece or something, right? Okay, I have internet, I can show you, right? Let me show you. This kind of tapes were used. Okay, these type of tapes were used those days to capture, right? So why I'm trying to tell you this one is, now if you take your hard disk, right, in your hard disk you have plates like this, right? So you have in your hard disk, data is stored, and in the hard disk you should understand there is a read write head is there. So if you want to access information in the disk, you can directly access that one. You can directly access that one, right? Okay, but if you take a tape, you can never directly access that one. Let's say you have shot a movie, a short movie or something you have taken. Let's say you have this recording is there for about 40 minutes. The whole footage is there for 40 minutes. We have 40 minutes. Let's say the climax shot, I'll put some time frames. Watch this. Let's say 0 to, let's say 5 minutes. Let's say you have a fight scene. You don't need to shoot the movie in the correct order, right? During the editing, you can do that. Let's say from 5 minutes to 7 minutes, you have a scene where one person is chasing another person. There's a chase scene. Let's say this is action movie. There's a chase scene, right? Let's say this is a then from 7 minutes to 10 minutes or 8.5 minutes. Just I'm telling, okay, you have a song or dance, okay. Let's say a Hindi or a Tamil movie. So it goes like that. So you can keep on have the footages shot in a tape like this, and you can't directly access them. Let's say the first thing in the movie when you want to start, let's say that is shot, let's say you have taken that shot around 8.5 in the tape, okay, in the cassette tape I'm saying, right? 8.5 minute to 10 minute. This is the intro scene. Now what you will have to do is you have to find a way of editing this one. Now we never do this one. I have done this one when I was first doing. My brother had a Sony video camera, so I used to do that one, right? So please understand, doing this one, I do it with a VCR video cassette recorder. You would have heard about DEC, right? With that one, I could do it. So anyway, what I wanted to tell you is, if you have totally rewinded this cassette, totally rewind it, right? And when you start playing from the beginning, first what you're going to see is, for the first 5 minutes, you're going to see the fight scene. After that, the chase scene. After that, the song. After that, the intro scene. So if you want to edit the intro scene at the beginning, you have to fast forward this one. Once you go to the correct place, which means 8.5 minutes, from there you have to start capturing it to the other device or something like that. So this is why I'm telling that one is, this kind of a editing is known as linear editing. Linear means it's very simple. You start from the beginning, and all the way you have to work till the end. So there is no in between. Directly you can go and take that clip, put it here. No, you can't do it. You can never do that one. But if you're going to do it in Premiere Pro, no, that is what is called linear editing. Next one is non-linear editing. So non-linear editing is where we're going to learn about the Premiere. So that's okay. The video is screenshot is itself. It is there. I can explain you tell you simple. So here you can see this is a Premiere Pro. Later I will teach you all these blue color small square shapes. What you see are footages, small video clips, right? So you can chop them, you can cut them, you can click and drag and drop them wherever you want. You never do this one in a particular order. You don't have to start from the first clip to the finishing clip. No, you never do that one. Okay, you never want to do that kind of a thing, right? Right, I will show you one small video which we have done. We have means, I ask you to subscribe. Around 20 students subscribed for my channel. Thank you very much. That was a big help. Anyways, others, if you want to give me a support, you can give me a support. This is the channel. I'll show you a small idea here quickly. These videos when we edit, okay. Let's go to a video here. Right, let's say there is a super something here. Here. This one, if I want to take this one, so when you take this, See, let me share the sound also for you. This is no, this is not the way. Yeah. After showing the ingredients, you will see here at this place, you will see the end result, right? See, after showing the ingredients at around 19 seconds, the finished product is shown. See, right? The finished product is shown here. Then when it comes to somewhere here, again, the ingredient list I'm showing, then starting the what do you call the recipe, which means the steps going on, right? So actually, this is totally upside down when I'm editing what I have put. So you please understand that, okay? Of course, I'll just send the channel. Someone is asking. Okay, thank you very much. I'll send it to you. Okay, that is the channel. Anyways, so that's how it goes, right? We will talk about that one a little bit later. So watching this video made me hungry. Okay, so that is the basic idea, students. So one is called linear editing, which means starting from the beginning to the ending we are doing. Nowadays, we never do that because that was happening in the old days. Nowadays, what we do is we do from here and there, we take the clips as we want, we arrange them and we do the editing. So that is very convenient, very easy to do. That is how we're going to follow also, right? So that is why it comes here, non-linear editing. So shortly, it is said to be NLE. I'll tell about the specifications and all, children. You're asking about the computer specification. I will talk to you about that. If you have a decent computer, that is enough. You don't have to go for a very expensive one. For the learning purpose, that will do. Okay. It says video to be edited on computers with specialized software. Now, for example, like Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm using. So that is a specialized software for video editing. This process is not destructive to the raw video footage and is done by using programs such as DaVinci Resolve, etc., etc., etc. Premiere Pro is also there. That is what I'm interested in. Some other software names are also there. Now, there is a word they are using something called this process is not destructive, which means now, students, now here, students, what they do is in old days, they will actually cut the reel. They will cut and there is a joining machine is there. If possible, I will show you one. I think in my presentation, I might have that. Yeah, there's a photo I'm using. Here, there are people working. Actually, after taking the shot, there are physically, they will cut this one. Physically, they will cut. There is a machine. Then they will paste the clips together, the reel. And that is how the footage is made, right? So this is linear type of editing. A lot of people working. Now you can do the entire work within a couple of hours or minutes, right? Okay, so just you need to know the history. That's why I just showed you, right? So students, that is basically about the this is basic idea you need to understand. Linear editing and non-linear editing that you need to understand. Other things are just informative things. We will just quickly go through this one, right? Okay. So students, you can see here there are different types of software I'm showing, right? Okay. I just gave you a software which is a crack actually. I hope you could have downloaded that and installed it. Some people are asking about the specifications. I'm not a big expert to tell that what is the best configuration, but my PC, I have 16 GB RAM, 1 GB VGA. This is a i3 5th generation PC. That's what I'm having. So that works very smoothly. Recently, I reinstalled Windows. Now it's working perfect. Okay. So it's not a very, if you want, I'll show you my config. So because most of you are asking, right? So I'll just show you my configuration. It's not a big deal, right? Don't go and bug your parents to buy a big computer for you, right? So this is what I have, the things. right? So 16 GB RAM and what else? DDR3 RAM I have 16 GB. DDR3, not 4, DDR3 I have. Okay, right. So that's dedicated 1 GB VGA is there, right? Okay, right. So these are some other software. Offline editing is another type of thing. I'm going to give you the slideshow to you today, so you can just go through this one, right? So offline editing means first you capture the video, later you do the editing, right? Okay, this is what we basically do. While capturing, we can't do editing, right? So unless it is a live event, let's say it's a cricket match going on, then you have to do the live mixing, right? So live mixing, if you are doing, then you need to have different type of dedicated hardware and very powerful computers. So what we are talking about is offline editing. Offline means it's not lively shooting and editing. No. When we say lively shooting and editing, think of a live event, something like now next month, of course, the Dalada Perahera is coming. So you can watch different angle cameras will come. There was budget and also editing cost. Puta, I am a resource person, Puta. So you better talk. I think Takshila Miss is not available. I will note down this one. I will inform. I will copy your comment, Puta. I will tell that. No problem. I will forward your comment to her. Right. Okay, let's continue. So that's about the offline editing. You don't have to worry much about it. So this is offline editing. We're going to learn cloud-based editing. Cloud-based editing means, nowadays cloud computing is very, very popular. Let me tell you quickly what it happens, right? So that means your software, everything will be facilitated in a cloud. Cloud means in a remote place you will be having using your computer, right? If this is your computer, you will be joining into your cloud PC, or for that facility, hourly basis or maybe data rate basis, you will be paying that particular company. So there are benefits as well as there are drawbacks, but this is a bit expensive anyway. But you don't have to worry about having a powerful VGA card and hard disk space and all. You can just remotely log into the cloud computer and you can do the video editing. That is also available as an option. Okay. Wow, there is one person is there who is saying he is one of Dalada Perahera. You are an official photographer, Puta. Sajid? Okay. Nice to hear. Okay, you drop your what do you have Insta URL, you put it here in the channel. Everybody will have a like. I mean, you will get some followers. There are a lot of people here, around 90 people are there. If you have Insta, you put it. I'll share it with your friends. Okay, right. Let's proceed. So far, did you understand? Before I'm going to the next one, me putala හැමෝටම තේරුණාද මම මේ ටික කියපු ටික? සිංහලෙන් කාට හරි පැහැදිලි කරන්න අවශ්‍යද? ටක් ගාලා කියන්න. ගොඩක් දේවල් තේරුණාද? සිංහලෙන් පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕනද?
No need, sir.
No need. Okay. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணுமா யாருக்கும்? இப்போ நான் சொன்னது விளங்கிட்டா? ரெண்டு விஷயம் பேசிக்கா சொன்னேன். லீனியர் எடிட்டிங்கும் நான் லீனியர் எடிட்டிங் பத்தி சொன்னேன். விளங்கலன்னா சொல்லுங்க, டக்குன்னு சொல்றேன். தேவலன்னா போயிடலாம்.
தமிழ்ல கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுங்க.
Right. Okay. Or okay. There's a request to explain in Tamil. I'll tell quickly. Okay. Hari. මට කිසි ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ දෙමළ සිංහල ඕන එකකින් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ ප්‍රශ්න දින මට කාලයත් එක්ක තමයි ප්‍රශ්න දින. මොකද මේ 8:00 හරියට වැදුනකම ටාං ගාලා කට්ටිය මේ එක්සිට් වෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා පොඩ්ඩක් කට්ටිය තියාගන්න තිබෑ නේද? හරි. Okay. So I will send you like this. Watch. ஒன்னு பலாகண்ட தமிழ்லயே சொல்லணும். ரைட். என்னன்னு சொன்னா எடிட்டிங்கை பொறுத்த வரையில பேசிக்கா வந்து ரெண்டு வகையான எடிட்டிங். ஒன்று வந்து லீனி எடிட்டிங் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது. டேப்ல எல்லாம் நாங்க எடிட் பண்றேன், எதை நான் பெருசா மெனக்கட்டு விளங்கப்படுத்த போடல, ஏன்னா நாங்க இதை செய்ய போறல. இப்ப டேப்பை போட்டீங்கன்னு சொன்னா டேப்பை வந்து ஆரம்பத்திலிருந்து இறுதி வரையில உங்களுக்கு பிளே பண்ணி தான் எடிட் பண்ணணும். இப்ப டேப்ல வந்து நீங்க 40 நிமிஷம் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணுன்னு சொன்னா 25வது நிமிஷத்துல இருந்து 27வது நிமிஷம் வரைக்கும் ஒரு இன்ட்ரோ இருக்கு. அதை நீங்க வீடியோல எடிட் பண்ற வீடியோல முன்னுக்கு எடுக்கணும்னு சொன்னா அந்த இடத்துக்கு பிளே பண்ணி அங்கன பிளே பண்ணி அந்த இடத்துல ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணி அடுத்த கேசட்ல ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணி தான் நீங்க எடுக்கணும். டைரக்டா செய்யலாது. அந்த மாதிரி எடிட் பண்றதுக்கு தான் நாங்க சொல்றோம் வந்து லீனியா எடிட்டிங் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். வந்து ஆரம்பத்துல இருந்து கடைசி வரைக்கும் போயிட்டே சரியா. நீங்க டேப்பை திருப்பி பிளே பண்ணி அந்த இடத்துல வச்சு அடுத்த டேப்புக்கு ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பீங்க. ஸோ அதுதான் நீங்க செய்யறது வந்து லீனியா எடிட்டிங்ல செய்யறது. இது எங்களுக்கு பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை, நான் செஞ்சிருக்கேன் முந்தி. அதனால வந்து இப்போ வந்து நாங்க யூஸ் பண்ணல. நான் வந்து வீடியோ எடிட்டிங் வந்து 98ல இருந்து செய்யறேன். ஐ ஆம் டூயிங் வீடியோ எடிட்டிங் ஃப்ரம் 98. ஓகே, 1998 ஐ ஹவ் பீன் டூயிங். ஸோ அந்த கேசட் பீஸ்ல எல்லாம் எடிட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன், ரைட். So it was a very interesting memory, right? அடுத்தது பாருங்க. ஸோ அடுத்ததுல வந்து நான் லீனியர் எடிட்டிங் இதை தான் நம்ம செய்ய போறது. நான் லீனியர் எடிட்டிங் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா நாங்க வந்து இப்போ சாஃப்ட்வேரை யூஸ் பண்ணி பிரீமியர் ப்ரோயோ ஏதோ ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேரை யூஸ் பண்ணி நாங்க எடிட் பண்ற நேரம் நான் லீனியர், அதாவது ஆரம்பத்திலிருந்து இறுதி வரையில எடுத்த ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் நாங்க அப்படி அந்த ஆர்டர்ல எடிட் பண்றது இல்லை. ஏன்னு சொன்னா இப்போ நீங்க உங்க மொபைல் போன்ல நீங்க ஷூட் பண்ணாலும் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், நீங்க கிளிப்பா தான் எடுத்திருப்பீங்க, ஃபுட்டேஜா தான் எடுத்திருப்பீங்க. அதுல எந்தெந்த ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் எந்தெந்த ஆர்டர்ல வரணும்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். நான் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி சொல்லி தரேன் பிரீமியர் ப்ரோல. அதுக்கு பிறகு இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல நீங்க கொண்டு வச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் முன்னுக்கு பின்னுக்கு இழுக்கலாம், பெருசு சிறுசாக்கலாம். மெயினா நீங்க முன்னுக்கு பின்னுக்கு இழுத்து உங்களுக்கு தேவையான ஆர்டர்ல இந்த இருக்கு இங்க பக்கத்துல காட்டுது ஃபுட்டேஜஸ், இதை எடுத்து போட்டு உங்களுக்கு வேண்டிய மாதிரி செய்யலாம். அந்த டேப் மாதிரி முன்னுக்கு இருந்து ஆரம்பத்துல இருந்து இறுதி வரையில பிளே பண்ணி அந்த கஷ்டப்பட்ட தேவையில்லை, உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியா செய்யலாம். சரியா? அதைத்தான் நான் இப்ப சொன்னேன் நான் உங்களுக்கு, மற்றபடி ஒன்றும் பெருசா சொல்லல. ஆஃப்லைன் எடிட்டிங்ன்றது வந்து வீடியோ பண்ணதுக்கு பிறகு கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல நாங்க போட்டு எடிட் பண்றத சொல்றோம், வாசிச்சு பாருங்க பிறகு. அதே மாதிரி கிளவுட் பேஸ்ட் எடிட்டிங்னு சொன்னா நீங்க வந்து பவர்ஃபுல்லான பிசியோ கம்ப்யூட்டரோ வச்சிருக்க தேவையில்ல. கிளவுட்ல நீங்க ஹையர் பண்ணீங்கன்னு சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு ரிமோட்டா ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் ஒன்று கொடுப்பாங்க, அதுல லொக்காவி உங்களுக்கு வேலை செய்யலும். அது வந்து வெளிநாட்டுல இருக்கும், பவர்ஃபுல்லான கம்ப்யூட்டர் தான் இருக்கும். அவங்க வந்து பவர்ஃபுல்லான விஜே கார்ட்ஸ், ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க் ஸ்பேஸ், எஸ்எஸ்டி ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க் டிரைவ் எல்லாம் வச்சிருப்பாங்க. உங்களுக்கு வந்து அதுல வேலை செய்யற டைமுக்கோ அப்படி இல்லைன்னா எவ்வளவு டேட்டா யூஸ் பண்றீங்களோ அதுக்கேற்ப உங்களுக்கு பில்லின் வரும். மந்த்லியோ இயர்லியோ நீங்க வந்து அதை செட்டில் பண்றது தான் நீங்க செய்வீங்க. கம்பெனில வேலை செய்யற நேரம் அதை உங்களுக்கு மெனக்கட வேண்டிய தேவையில்லை, கம்பெனி வந்து அதை செய்வாங்க. சரியா? ஓகே, ரைட். இது பேசிக்கா இதுதான் விஷயம், ரைட். ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஆல் த பேசிக் பார்ட் what I wanted to tell you. Then there are other things coming like vision mixing and all. This is just I added for your information, clarity and information about the history. That's it. Okay mama class க்கு ඉවර වෙද්දී බලමු 80ට වැඩිය ළමයි ඉඳීද කියලා. 89යි කියද්දි ඉවර වෙද්දී බව, right? 80க்கு மேல இருப்பாங்களான்னு பாப்போம் முடியறதுக்கு முன்னுக்கு, right? அடுத்து பாருங்க. So these are like, I think this is a live event going on and there's a big team working on it. You can see there are dedicated hardware and software they are using for this. Without having a prior understanding of this one, we can't comment on this one. அப்படின்னா நாங்க ஒரு டிவி சேனல் ஒன்று உள்ளுக்கு போயிட்டு பார்க்கணும். Everybody doesn't have a chance to do like that, but if you happen to get a chance you can do it. But of course in the YouTube and all you can go and search tour inside a Rupayani channel or something, you can get an understanding. Okay, right? Okay, just for your knowledge only, it is not a must. இதை நாங்க விலங்கல்லன்னு சொல்லி உங்களுக்கு வீடியோ எடிட் பண்ண இல்லாம போறல, right? Okay. Now it is, things are getting interesting and this is very little bit tough things are there. I don't want to spend too much of time again. டக்குன்னு முடிச்சிடணும், ரைட்? இன்றைக்கு அதை මේකටික ඉවර කරගන්න ඕන මට. So මම මේක ටක් ගාලා කියලා දෙන්නම් ඔයාලට. මොකද අපිට එතකොට ඊගා ක්ලාස් එකේද මට ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් කරලා පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? right. අපි බලමු මේ what is footage කියලා කියනවා දැන්. හරිද? right. දැන් ළමයි බලන්න මගේ hard disk එකේ මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අරන් තියෙනවා මෙතන. I have downloaded and kept. I have downloaded some resources. මම the previous batch එකටත් කරානේ. එතකොටත් මම download කරපු clips තියෙනවා. දැනුත් ඔය ළමයි වෙනුවෙන් මම clips කීපයක් download කරලා දෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ මෙතන gigabyte ගණක් ඇති data. බලමු. 5.3 GB වලට video clips තියෙනවා මම. මේ ඔක්කොම download කරපේවා මගේ. එකක්වත් මම shoot කරපේවා නෙවෙයි. So මේ ඔක්කොම අපි කියනවා ඒකට we call these footages as stock footages. We call all these footages as stock footages. So I will tell you where to download those things freely. If you are interested in, you can download them, right? By the way, I have this what do you call this fiber line? So which is every month I have 110 GB. So every month like 60 GB like remaining, because only the hourly what do you call that standard time I'm using internet. Other time it will be there. So I can just simply download anything what I want, right? So it's plenty of clips are there, no worries. Apart from that, these footages are available with me. So so when I say footage, this is what it means, right? These are footages. Maybe, so these are some I don't know, let me check whether I might have any personal stuff. So there are some all are slow motion clips. Nothing I can show you something. No, I can't. It's something personal I can't show you. So from the things which I have captured from a mobile phone, all are slow motion clips. So I have kept them for if I want to edit them, I can edit them, right? Okay, let's go back to the video editing folder. This is the folder I will be using. Okay, so I have separately kept things like these are some footages I will be using when I'm showing you how to do color corrections and all. I will be talking how to do the color correction and all. So there are different type of footages available, right? So what is a footage actually, right? Okay. Does anybody know what is the difference between a still image and a video? Quickly tell me what is a why everybody is keeping silence? Okay. So
Yasuru, ඔය අහක නැන්නේ? යසරු
keep the microphone muted, Buddha. I'm trying. I hope you can see this. Do you hear the sound as well? Sound again or there? Yes, okay. And sound එක disturbing මම හිතන්නේ. Sound එක මේ තියෙන්නේ පුතාලා මේ අර පරණ කාලේ මේ තියෙන projector එකක්, right? මේ දුවන්නේ reels. This is what is running is reels. මේ තමයි movie එක. මේ මෙතන lens එක ඇතුලෙන් ඒක බලනකොට ඒක තිරය මත පතිත වෙනවා ඒක. So in a constant speed this roll is rotating. Okay, so per second, for 1 second, this is running in a speed so that you can see 24 frames. Okay, per second, 24 frames are running. So what happens is, now even in a book, you'd have seen like in a paper book, you know, when there are pages, you can draw a person like this. In the next paper, you can draw the person like this. Hand, next foot, you can draw his hand like this. Now when you are turning the pages in a constant speed, you will see this hand is like animating, like have you noticed that one? Right, so what happens is that is the same illusion we are trying to bring here in this footage. When you say footage, so now what we have is actually these are clips, right? This is a clip. Now there's a I will play this one. There's a girl will dance, I think. I will make it smaller for your viewing purpose. with this clip we will be using. Okay, so everybody can see this is just she's happily running. So students, if this is this is I think 9 seconds. This video is 9 seconds. You should understand. I'll show you one thing here. You can see here details. It is frame rate 23.98, which means 24 frames per second, just like the cinema mode. So just like cinematic thing, it is there. So each and everything in my, I'm using VLC player. If I press letter E on my keyboard, frame by frame, I can go. See, now see, I'm pressing E on my keyboard. So this is individual footages that you see. Sorry, not footages, individual frames. See, these are the frames. So at a constant speed, when it is played, you feel like it is like a real animated, real video like this. Per second, 24 frames. You see that no sound is coming, but 24 frames are going. See, now these are the footages I'm showing, frame by frame by frame by frame. I'm showing. So that's what is happening continuously. Okay, that is how the video is constructed. So you should understand that concept. Okay, when you say a footage is consisting of still images, but it is played at a constant speed. So 24 frames per second. Now when you shoot slow mo videos, now this is a slow motion, I guess. So this is a slow motion video. So when you play a slow motion video, so we'll see what is the frame rate there. This is not a real slow motion. This is a finished slow motion, I think. So you can see here the droplets of water, how it is dripping out. See, this is not the real speed, how the rain is going on, right? So let me try. See, this is not the real speed, how the bird will fly, right? So that is slow motion. So here actually frame rates, they have shot the video in high frame rates, but that is the output video. I think I don't have the real, this is 24 frames per second, but this is a finished product is what I'm having. I will explain you later. Okay. This is a video that I took, right? This is done with a Redmi phone, Redmi Note 9 Pro. So here you can see.
Sir, frame and then, sir.
I will explain, Buddha. Here you can see 240 frames per second. One ஒருத்தர் கேக்குறாங்க frame அப்படின்னா என்னன்னு சொல்லி. ஒரு frame ன்னு சொல்றது ஒரு footage, ஒரு image. இது வந்து ஒரு frame. இது ஒரு frame தான் ஒரு image, ஒரு படம். சரியா? இப்ப நான் லெட்டர் E அமைக்கினா அடுத்த frame தான் மிச்சம் ஸ்லோவா தான் மூவ் ஆகுது. ஏன்னு சொன்னா இது ஸ்லோ மோஷன்ல ஒரு செகண்டுக்கு 240 frames play ආවද එක තත්පරයකට frames 240ක් රෙකෝඩ් වෙනවා. ඒකයි ඔක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් play කරද්දි slow motion එකේ එන්නේ. දැන් මේක edit mode එකට දැම්මොත් තමයි slow motion එක වෙන්නේ. ඔය phone එක ගත්ත අලුතේ මට ආසාවට ඔක කරලා මම බැලුවා. හරිද? මම මේක වීඩියෝ කර බැලුවා මේව. හරි? අපි මේක වීඩියෝ editing වලට දාලා බලමු කොහොමද වැඩ කරන්නේ කියලා. හරි. இப்போ ஒருத்தர் கேட்டதானே frame என்னன்னு சொல்லி உங்களுக்கு விளங்கினா frame என்னன்னு சொல்லி පුතාලා හැමෝටම පැහැදිලිද frame කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා?
Yes, sir.
හරි මේක අවසානයේ නෙවෙයි ක්ලාස් එකේ ඒ කියන්නේ මුලනේ ඉන්නේ තාම බේසික්ස් ටික තමයි මම කියලා දෙන්නේ. හරි මේක පොඩ්ඩක් ඔළුවට දාගන්න ரைட் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க விளங்கி கொள்றதுக்கு சரியா ரைட் ஓகே ஓகே so footage means බලන්න பாத்துக்கொள்ளுங்க in film making and video production footage is raw means edit பண்ணாத edit නොකරපු දෙයකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ raw සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔය ෆෝන් එකෙන් shoot කරොත් raw දැන් මේ තියෙන්නේ raw footage එකක් මේ තියෙන්නේ footage එකක් කියන්නේ video clip එකක් කියලා මතක තියාගන්නකෝ මේ තියෙන්නේ footages මේක මම download කරපු clips these are downloaded clips but this is a footage that I created from my phone itself okay but it is also a footage ඒක raw footage means no color correction no editing nothing happened nothing I have added to this one it's a raw footage නිකන් ඔහේ වීඩියෝ එක ගත්ත විදිහට මේකේ තියෙනවා මේක මොකොත් edit එහෙම කරලා නැහැ හරිද right so that is what is raw footage හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ footage is raw මම ඔයගලන්ට test එකක් තියෙනවා පස්සේ video editing test එකක් තියෙයි ඔයාලට you will have to answer the MCQs like Google form එක වගේ answer කරන්නයි. You will have to answer the Google Forms. Answer. So you will need to know a little bit of these things as well. Raw footage means what? I will ask. Right. Okay. So the next one is saying unedited material as original filmed by movie camera or recorded by a video camera, which typically must be edited to create motion picture or video clip or television show or similar completed work. These are types of outputs. இது வந்து அதுல வர outputs வகைகள். இது வந்து මොන වගේ output එකක්ද අපි ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ video footage එකක්ද නේද? motion picture එකක්ද? video clip එකක්ද? right? දැන් ඔයාලා හිතනවා දැන් motion picture එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා. motion picture කියන්නේ මොකද වුණා දෙකටම After Effects වලින් හදපු ඒ motion එකක් බලන්නකෝ මේ හදලා තියෙන product demo එකක් After Effects වලින් හදලා
So hello everyone,
I'll stop the sound. ඔය පොඩි එකක් හදලා තියෙන්නේ මේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. මේවට කියනවා motion graphics කියලා. ඔයාලටත් හදන්න පුළුවන්. Premiere Pro also you can make, but it's not best for that. But these kind of animations you can create in After Effects. After learning Premiere Pro, you can simply learn After Effects. There are nice tutorials. You can easily learn After Effects also. So you can do next level of editing. Okay, superb video editing you can do. Okay, right. Let's work on it.
Excuse me.
Yes, tell me. Samir, කියන්න පුතා.
If we use in After Effects, we have to use in great computers, no? Devices.
Samanning, yes, somewhat you need to have a computer which is capable of doing graphics, but it's not a very high end you need, Puta. What will happen is your computer will work, right? So like let's say if you have i3 generation 5 like, and if you have about 4 GB RAM, in that kind of a computer you can run. But when you want to take the output, that we call it as the rendering, that is taking a little bit more time. That will take more time, but end of the day you can get the work done, right? So what I am trying to tell you is we should not always run after the technology, which means like if you have a very high end computer only I can do video editing and all. Like, so what is very much important is whatever the equipment that we have, we should be able to enjoy and we should be able to create the maximum out of it. Because if you take the difference between the human beings and the computers, human beings are the most creative ones. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට අලුතෙන් දේවල් හදන්න පුළුවන් තියෙන්නේ කම්පියුටර්ස් වලට බෑ ඒව කරන්න. හරිද? එතකොට tools අපි පාවිච්චි කරලා අපිට පුළුවන් ලස්සනට දේවල් කරන්න. මම ඉස්සරහට visual storytelling වලදී කතා එහෙම ලස්සනට කියන්න කියලා දෙන්නම්. ඔයාලට කොහොමද කරන්න කියලා. හරිද? අඩු වියදමින් කරන ඒවා එහෙම තියෙනවා. ඔයාලා බලන්න net එකේ search කරලා ලස්සන storytelling, how to tell a beautiful visual storytelling with low budget and thing. When I'm saying low budget, I'm not saying like cheap, okay? So but some nice looking, but you don't have to just waste money on certain things, okay? Last week I showed you certain things like, you know, most of you would have heard about the movie Bahubali 1 and 2, so which is highly used visual effects, and you know, you can I forgot how much the exact cost, but thousands and thousands of crores have been invested. Okay, I think Rajamouli is the editor of that, and it was a very big budget. How much?
Is the director.
Yes, Rajamouli is the director, and in Tamil there was a movie called Shankar movie. That movie is also a very high budgeted movie, right? So let's keep those things a little bit out of it, right? Okay, right. Let's continue. If you have anything related, post the questions, right? Okay, throw the questions, right? No problem. So far, did you understand what is a footage? මට කියන්න ළමයි footage කියන්නේ පැහැදිලිව තේරෙනවද හැමෝටම? footage එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා ඉස්සෙල්ලා කියන්නකෝ. ටගල කියන්න.
Yes sir.
Okay. අනිත් අයට තේරෙනවද? මත පුළලක විලංගිචා footage என்னன்னு சொல்லி footage கட்டாயம் தேவை உங்களுக்கு. Right, okay.
Yes sir.
Right. නම් இன்னொரு slide பார்ப்போம். Okay. නම් තව එක slide එකක් අපි බලමු මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. මේ තියෙන ෆිල්ම් ෆුටේජ්. හරිද? මේ ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා. දැන් මේක අපිට එච්චර වැදගත් නෑ. ඉතින් එங்களுக்கு பெருசா ඉම්පෝර්ටන්ට් இல்ல. රයිට් පුතේ අහනවා සිංහලෙන් පුතේ මොකද්ද ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕනේ? සිංහල ප්ලීස් කියලා දාලා තිනවා. කියන්න පුතේ.
සර් මේ ෆිල්ම් ෆුටේජ් කියන්නේ මේ ෂෝට් මේ එක්ස්ප්ලනේෂන් එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ සිංහල
ෆුටේජ් එකටද කියන්න ඕනේ ෆුටේජ් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලාද හරි මම කියන්න ටක් ගාලා කියන්න දැන් අපි ගමුකෝ උදාහරණයකට අපේ ෆෝන් එක තියෙනවානේ ෆෝන් එකෙන් අපි වීඩියෝ එකක් ෂූට් කරනවා කියන්නකෝ මොනවා හරි දෙයක් අපි කියමුකෝ මගේ පුතාගේ අපි කියමුකෝ කොන්සර්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා මොන්ටසොරි කොන්සර්ට් එකක් ඉතින් මම කරන්නේ මම ආසාවට මම ඒ කොන්සර්ට් එක ඔක්කොම මගේ පුතාගේ ටික හරිද ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම විතරක් වීඩියෝ කරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා ෆෝන් එකේ වීඩියෝ කරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මම වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප් එකක් හරි ෆුටේජ් එකක් හරි හදලා අවුට්පුට් එකක් හදලා තියා ගන්නවා පෙන් ඩ්‍රයිව් එක හරි මොනවා හරි එක ටීවී එකේ බලලා මට ඕන වෙලාවක මම බලනවා නිකන් මම අදහසක් අයිඩියා එකක් එන්න කියනවාට එතකොට එතනදී ඔයා ෆෝන් එකෙන් අර කැමරා එක ඔන් කරලා වීඩියෝ රෙකෝඩ් කරනවනේ එකපාරක් එතකොට රෙකෝඩ් කරලා වීඩියෝ එක ස්ටොප් කරනවානේ එතකොට ඔයාගේ ගෑලරි එකේ එක වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප් එකක් තියෙනවා නේද පොඩි එකක් අපි කියමු එයා ඇවිල්ලා පොඩි කතාවක් කියනවා නැත්නම් අපි කියමු සින්දුවක් කියනවා එතකොට එයා ස්ටේජ් එකට එන එකේ ඉඳලා මම වීඩියෝ කරලා තිනවා මේ ඔක්කොම වීඩියෝ කරලා තිනවා ඊට පස්සේ ස්ටේජ් එකෙන් බැහැලා යනකම් වීඩියෝ කරලා තිනවා නිකන් මම කියන්නකො මම ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් වීඩියෝ කරන්න දන්නේ නැති කෙනෙක් කියමුකෝ නිකන් ඔහොම වීඩියෝ කරලා තිනවා නමුත් මම එඩිට් කරද්දි ඔය ෆුටේජ් එක අරගෙන ෆුටේජ් කියන්නේ ඔය වීඩියෝ එක කරපු රෙකෝඩ් කරලා ගත්ත කොටස ඒක අරගෙන මම මොකද කරන්නේ එයා සින්දුව පටන් ගන්න තැනින් අපි කියමු hello මගේ නම කසුන් මම මේ වසර ඉගෙන ගන්න මම අද ආවේ සින්දුවක් කියන්න කියලා පටන් ගන්නවා කියන්නකො සින්දුව කියන්න. එතකොට මේ එතන ඉඳලා තමයි මම එඩිටින් කොටස පටන් ගන්න. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ අන්තිම ඉවර කරලා බොහොම ස්තුතියි කියලා නතර කරද්දී මම එතනින් කට් කරනවා. බහැලා යන කැලේ මොකුත් නැහැ. ඕක තමයි මම පස්සේ අරකට ගන්නෙ. ඉතින් ඒක කරන්න ඔයා ෆෝන් එකෙන් රෙකෝඩ් කරගත්ත නැත්නම් කැප්චර් කරගත්ත අර ක්ලිප් එක නැත්නම් වීඩියෝ ෆුටේජ් එක අවශ්‍යයි නේද? දැන් මේ ප්‍රශ්න ඉදිරිපත් කරන එක්කෙනා කියන්න ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද කියලා මම කියපු දේ.
ඔව් සර් ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දැන් මේ බේසික් අපිට අවශ්‍ය මේ ප්‍රොඩක්ෂන් එකක් කරන්න අපි මුලින් ගන්න මේ
ෆුටේජස් වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප්ස් කියලා මතක තියාගන්නකො. වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප්ස් කියලා මතක තියාගන්නකො. ඒකට තමයි අපි ෆුටේජස් කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? එතකොට right. Okay. I will take the conversation a little bit further from there. So she was asking what was the footage. I explained you. Other people, I already explained you what is footage, so I don't need to explain it again. But remember, when you want to do your production work, you will have to produce your footage using a film camera or a mobile phone, or else there are third-party websites are there, which I will introduce you shortly. You can download them. You can go, there are thousands and thousands of clips are there. You can download them and use them. There are advantages as well as disadvantages are there when you want to go for a production work. So we will talk about that one later. But anyway, free of charge, there are so many footages are there that you can download, right? Okay. When I'm talking about A roll and B roll, I will talk a little bit further about those footages. හරි මම හිතනවා මේකේ තව ඔයාලට questions නැහැ කියලා. ඉතලා வேற questions இருக்காதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அடுத்த ஸ்லைடுக்கு போறேன். Right, film footage. Let's talk about this one quickly. Film footage. Sometimes film projects will also sell or trade footage. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට මේ footages ගන්න තියෙන ක්‍රම මොකක්ද කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ movies වලට shoot කරපු footages සමහර විට ඒගොල්ලන් sell කරනවා. ඒක ඔයාලා search කරලා බලන්න production houses වලින් ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. So ඔයාලා නිකන් හිතන්න එපා ෆෝන් එකක් තියාගෙන අපි කියමු රුපියල් 2000කට නැත්නම් 5000කට අපි පොඩි ෂෝට් මූවි එකක් එහෙමත් කරන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් zero budget එකෙත් කරන්න පුළුවන් we can do projects in very less budgets but I am talking about commonly right so if you take a real film making company ඒගොල්ලන් ගන්න ලක්ෂ ගාණක් කෝටි ගාණක් වියදම් කරලා මේ footages ගන්නවා right production houses වලින් ගන්නවා හරිද copyright එක ගන්නවා right because multi millionaire million industry එකක් මේක හරි okay so මෙතන කියන්නේ sometimes film projects will also sell or trade footages usually second unit material not used in the final cut for example so that means footages they have captured but they have not actually used in the movie so they will sell that the end of the non-director's cut version of Blade Runner used landscape views that were originally shot for The Shining before the script was modified after shooting had finish. This is just an example, okay? Right. ඒ කියන්නේ වෙන movie එකකට capture කරපු footages තව movie එකක use කරනවා. அதாவது ஒரு மூவிக்கு capture பண்ண footages வந்து அதாவது வீடியோ கிளிப்ஸ் வந்து இன்னொரு மூவில வேணும்னாலும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ஸ் ஹவுஸ்ல வந்து அவங்க விற்கிறாங்கன்னு சொன்னா அதை நமக்கு வாங்கி யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ரைட். This is a all day the cutting they are showing. I already showed you this one. Right, television footage. This is also available. Balagana and Padda, right? Now you know if you go to most of the channels, they also have a video time. For example, I am not into anything. Right, abhi ek channel like ko monari channel like kyandago Sirasa yam ko abhi harada Sirasa TV. Right, so this is so itakota Sirasa TV king egolang official channel like if you go to their official channel, that they will have they are footages, they are publishing these things. Then the most of these things, if I'm not wrong, most of these things are telecasted in their channel, right? These things were telecasted in the channel. Harada. Right, okay. So footage can be processed in a video editing room. Television footage, especially news footage, is often traded between television networks. Now, for example, Sirasa TV ke reporter capture කරගත්ත කියන්නකෝ footage එකක් අනිත් TV channel එකට එක හම්බුන්නේ නැහැ. Right? That அதாவது Sirasa TV ட நிருபர் வந்து capture பண்ணிருக்காரு footages இன்னொரு TV கம்பெனிக்கு அது வந்து கிடைக்கல. Then that what they will do is they will, in a mutual understanding, they will buy them in order to broadcast or telecast that one. They will have agreement and things like that. We are not going for that, but they will buy that. Nowadays, of course, you know, most of them have phones. So people, whenever something is happening, people are capturing and forwarding those things. Either they will put it in the social media or directly you can give it to a channel and you can sell and get the money. But good footage usually commands a high price. Okay, if you have a good footage, then දැන් අපි කියමු මොනාරි ක්‍රයිම් එකක් වුණා, ඒකේ එවිඩන්ස් ෆුටේජස් වගේ තියෙනවා කියනකො නිවුස් channel එකට වඩා සමහරවිට ලක්ෂ ගානකට කෝටි ගානකට දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකේ footage එකේ වටිනාකම අනුව තමයි. right? Okay, ඊට පස්සේ නවා the actual sum depends on duration, age, size of intended audience, duration of licensing and other factors. මේ காரணா மත තමයි ඒක රඳා පවතින්නේ. இந்த ஃபேக்டர்ஸ்ல தான் அது வந்து தங்கி இருக்கும். சரியா? இந்த மாதிரி ரீசன்ஸ்க்காக அந்த பிரைஸ் வந்து மாறலாம். எவ்வளவு நேரம், என்ன சைஸ், என்ன குவாலிட்டி, சரியா? யாருக்காக அந்த ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, ரைட்? என்ன மாதிரி லைசன்ஸ்ல இருக்கு அப்படின்றதெல்லாம் வச்சு, ரைட்? ஓகே. ரைட். The next one is amateur video footage. இது வந்து இன்னொரு source இப்போ நாங்க இது பார்த்துட்டு வரது මේ අපි බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ විවිධ වර්ගයේ footages අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. So for your video editing work, you can just use your mobile phone and you can shoot them, as well as you can download footages and you can edit them, right? Okay. So I'm going to talk about this one. Amateur video footage. මම මේකත් එක්ක දැන් අතර කරනවා. இதோட நான் இந்த class நிறுத்துவேன். Amateur means not experts, day-to-day life people, you and me like people who are capturing now. Okay, so amateur footage is the low budget hobbyist art of film practiced for passion and enjoyment and not for business purposes. Now in our mobile phone, why we capture footage? Later we can watch that and enjoy, or we can share in our social media and have a fun. That's what we normally we capture videos, right? So sometimes what you capture can have a little bit more news or some kind of a time oriented value. ඔයා capture කරන දෙයට ඊට එහායෙන් value එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. fun එක විතරක් නෙවෙයි, sometimes it can have a value. එතකොට ඒක viral වෙනවා videos. හරිද? right. so ඒක දාන තැන අනුව තමයි. හරිද? right. then because we are using YouTube and all, there are so many viral videos that we are watching, right? දැන් මේව ගහුවොත් viral science inventions කියලා ගහුවොත් දැන් මේ වගේ ගොඩක් දේවල් එන්න පුළුවන්. මේවා සමහර ඒවා මම බැලුවේ නෑ මේවා. හරි. so දැන් මේවා නම් එච්චර වැඩක් නෑ, right? so සමහර ඒවා තියෙනවා trending. මේ තියෙන්නේ 1.6 million views. නිකන් බලමුකෝ මොකද්ද කියලා. ඉතින් short එකක් හරි shorts වල එකතුවක්.
अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो
Right. Okay. Right, fine. Amateur video footage of current events. So something is happening, you are recording. For instance, from camcorders, smartphones, camcorder එකක් මම ගාව තියෙනවා මම upcoming classes වල ඕන නම් ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්නම්. DSLR උත් තියෙනවා මම smartphones or closed circuit television. Closed circuit television means CCTV camera. Okay, CCTV footage is dependent on it. When there's a crime or something happens, they show CCTV footage. Okay, can also often fetch a high price on the market. So if it is having a news event, then it can have a high price in the market. Scenes shot inside the World Trade Center during the September 11, 21. September 1 attack එක වුණානේ ඇමරිකාවල. ඒතකොට ඒක අර World Trade Center එක ඇතුලේ ගත්ත footages මෙච්චර ගානකට වික කියලා කියන්නේ මේ 2001 attacks were reportedly sold for $45,000. එතකොට මොකද evidences වලට ඒක තාමත් mystery එකක් මොකක්ද උනේ කොහොමද උනේ කියන එක. But I'm not an expert to comment on it, but ඒකේ යථාර්ථය බලන්න ඒ ගණන් වලට ඒ විකුණලා තියෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන්. So $45,000 කියන්නේ ඕක simply 300 වැඩි කරන්න එතකොට ශ්‍රී ලංකන් රුපීස් වලින් එනවා කීයද කියලා. Okay, කෝටි ගණනක්. Right, fine. So that is basically about that. Right? Okay, එතකොට ඒක තමයි amateur footage. ඔයාලා footage ගන්නවා නම් if you are taking footage from your mobile phone or CCTV camera වල තියෙනවා පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. So ඒක news reporting වලට නැත්නම් movie එක උනත් සමහර තැන්වල පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම movie එක නමක් කියන්නම්. If you are not afraid to watch horror movies, I will tell an example. நான் தமிழ்ல சொன்னதை தான் சொன்னேன். திருப்பி மறுபடியும் தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்கன்றீங்க. இதுல சொன்னதை தானே சொன்னேன் நான் இப்ப amateur footage நான் சொல்றேன் ஒருக்க சொல்றேன் பரவாயில்ல. The Blair Witch Project, there's a movie, okay? You can watch this. This is in this movie. This is about, I think I'm not correctly remembering the story. Around 5 people are there. Friends, they are going to a forest to do camping, and there is a there's a rumor saying there is a ghost or something in the forest. So they are going for an investigation, right? And they are putting camp and all. By the time they are walking to the woods, they will find strange stone arrangements. They have captured them in real camera, which means like camcorders. So what happens is during the night time, strange sounds start to appear, like distant place, rocks are coming and hitting together. They won't show any footages, but that strange sounds happen. So people start to scream, and slowly people start to disappear, and they all die. These people all, that is this has happened, okay, in a place. Then what happens is when the investigation team has gone, they have found the remainings of their bodies as well. I'm not very much sure about the story, and they have found a camcorder, right? But they have recorded. So from that camcorder, what has captured, they have included in the real movie Blair Witch Project. They have really included but these are actresses. They have acted and taken these strange arrangements in the, can you see, in the trees and all. Some footages are real footages people have captured, and actually people have died. Okay, so likewise, what I'm saying. So those kind of footages can have a high price, or they can be used in real footages, real movies, right? Okay, so that is basically the idea that we wanted to tell. And na quick on the Tamil la solittu lesson mudichirai. Kawurath leave endepa මගේ ටාගට් එකද ළමයිට 80 උඩින් තියාගන්න. හරි 90 ගානෙන් පටන් අරගෙන 85ට බහලා තියෙනවා, කමන්නේ 80 උඩින් තියෙනවා கிளாஸ் එක. ரோ அதாவது amateur footages அப்படின்னு சொல்றது என்னன்னு சொன்னா, அதாவது amateurக்கு தமிழ் எனக்கு சரியா தெரியாது. அதாவது வந்து பழகுறாக்கள் எடுப்பாங்களே ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல ஃபோன் ஒன்ல. இப்ப நாங்க எங்களை சும்மா எடுத்துக்கொண்டா நாங்க வந்து ப்ரொஃபஷனலான வீடியோ கேமரா ஆள் இல்லையே. நாங்க வந்து ஹொபிக்காக வீடியோ எடுத்து ஷூட் பண்றவங்க, ரைட்? நான் பொதுவா சொல்றேன், ரைட்டா? ஸோ அப்ப நாங்க எடுக்கிற ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் வந்து சில நேரத்துல வந்து வேல்யூ உள்ளதா அமையலாம். அதை வந்து நீங்க ஷூட் பண்ற விஷயத்தை பொறுத்து. ஸோ நாங்க ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் ஒன்று எதுவும் ஷூட் பண்ணிட்டோம்னு சொன்னா அது நியூஸ் சேனலுக்கு மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு நல்ல விலைக்கு விற்கலாம். அதுல ஒரு உதாரணம் தான் இங்க தந்திருக்காங்க. செப்டம்பர் 11 அட்டாக் நடந்தது 2001 அமெரிக்கால. அந்த வேர்ல்ட் ட்ரேட் சென்டர் ட்வின் டவருக்கு அட்டாக் பண்ணது. அதுல வந்து அது உள்ளுக்கு எடுத்த ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் இருந்திருக்கு அவங்கள்ட்ட ஏதோ கேமரால அந்த டைம்ல. ஸோ அந்த ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் வந்து $45,000 வித்திருக்காங்க. ரைட்டா, அதை தான் நான் சொன்னேன் அதுக்கு வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கும்னு சொல்லி. அதுக்கு பிறகு நான் அதுக்கு காட்டினது என்னன்னு சொன்னா, இந்த பிளேயர் விட்ச் ப்ராஜெக்ட்னு ஒரு மூவிக்கு ரியல் மூவி உண்டு. இதுல வந்து ரியலா வந்து ஆக்கள் வந்து செத்ததை பத்தி அதை இன்வெஸ்டிகேஷன் ஒன்றுக்கு போய் காட்டுல வந்து அப்படி எப்படி இறந்தாங்க, லேட்டா வந்து அவங்களோட அதை கேமரால இருந்து ஃபுட்டேஜஸ் எடுத்து ஃபில்ம்ல யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இதை பார்க்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு. ரைட்டா, இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் அஃப்ரைட் வாட்சா right okay just ඒක බය හිතෙන ඇත්තටම so ඒක හොඳයි බලන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලට ඕන නම් හරිද Blair Witch Project කියලා මූවි එකක් right okay අද ක්ලාස් එක අපි මෙතනින් ඉවර කරනවා இதோட நாங்க கிளாஸ் முடிப்போம் 10க்கு எவ்வளவு விளங்கினன்னு மட்டும் போடுங்க 10ට කීයක් තේරුණාද කියලා විතරක් ගහන්න මට chat window එකේ කීයක් ඔයාලට තේරුණාද කියලා විතරක් out of 10 how much did you understand today's lesson and if the lesson is not interesting thumbs down එකක් දාන්න මට පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න හරිද so thumbs down එකක් දාන්න lesson එක அது interesting නැත්නම් if the lesson is not interesting put a thumbs down lesson வந்து interesting இல்லாட்டி thumbs down னு போடுங்க பாத்துக்கோட்றது எனக்கு right okay many people have understood 10 out of 10 I'm trying my level best to explain you okay right I'm happy that you have understood cool right okay students that's all the time that have been allocated for us I'm happy that around 80 more than 80 people were there for today's class see you all in the next class then this is important to remember ඔයාලගේ comments ටිකක් තියෙනවා මට ගන්න so what is the differences of film and television footage currently working on editing right okay you people can leave next session we will see you all then God bless you okay take care bye okay see you bye